Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome to Thinking Tuesday. I am so excited to greet you again for our monthly message on Thinking Tuesday because, as you know, our motto for Thinking Tuesday is Your mind is a garden, and your thoughts are the seeds. And you, yes, you, the gardener, you, the cultivator, can choose to either grow flowers or you can choose to grow weeds. And those flowers are those positive thoughts, the positive mindset that we encourage you to develop because that's what's going to take you further. That's going to give you the life you desire. When you think positively, you tend to attract things that are positive. When you think negatively, which are the weeds that we're trying to get you to get rid of from that beautiful garden, that mind of yours, those weeds are going to keep you from moving forward, from getting what you are capable of achieving. So we just want to remind you that everything begins with your thoughts. And today, I want to share with you something that I think we can all identify with. We all face them at some point. Ever wonder why is it that I'm not progressing like I would like to? Why is it that I have this goal, I have this dream, and I just can't find a way to achieve it? Well, I have some information that would be helpful for you today. And as I share with you what I call the thieves of our dreams, which is what get in the way of us attaining our dreams, I'd like you to think about which ones resonate with you. In fact, all of them might resonate with you because we all have them at some point to greater or lesser degrees. But try to identify which ones you might be confronted with, which ones of those thieves might be getting in your way or are getting in your way. So, what are these thieves of our dreams? They are procrastination, hesitation, fear of failure, fear of success, self doubt, self loathing, imposter syndrome, and fear of rejection. Yes, those are the thieves of your dreams. And remember, everything begins with your thoughts because this is the way we function as human beings. As I think, so I feel. And as I feel, so I do. And as I do, I have a result. So everything that we achieve, everything that we want to achieve, begins with how we think. If we think positively, most likely we are going to move ahead and get what we want to. We're going to see the path open that helps us to get to where we want to be. If we think negatively, we're going to get the opposite result. So remember, as I think, so I feel. And as I feel, so I do. And as I do, I have a result. Look at your results. Your results will tell you what the starting point was, what your thoughts were. Because our thinking drives our feelings, and our feelings drive our actions, and our action determine the results. So let's look real quickly at some of these thieves of our dreams. Now, the first one is procrastination. And procrastination is a way of us not dealing with something that we say we want to deal with, something that is makes us feel a bit uncomfortable. So we might have a thought. It starts with a thought. For instance, we might think, well, I'd like to go to the gym, but if I go to the gym, oh, I'm going to have sore muscles. I'm going to be uncomfortable. So I'm not going to do that today. I'll leave that for tomorrow, right? So procrastination originates with a thought and it creates a feeling. We're going to feel uncomfortable. We feel some discomfort, and that pain can be you know, very mild, like a discomfort, some feeling of discomfort, uncomfortableness, to severe pain. It depends on what that thing is. But we procrastinate to put off that feeling of discomfort because of the activity that's facing us. Okay? So it's a temporary delay as opposed to hesitation. Hesitation is, let's say we did the activity, we went to the gym, and yes, we had sore muscles, but we don't want to feel that way again. So we might think, oh no, I'm not going to do that, I'm never going back to the gym, for example. So we put that activity off, and both of those thieves are actions, they're verbs, there's something that we do, and they start with a thought. The results began with a thought. But the other thieves that I'm going to talk to you about are all based in fear, some level of fear. You might not be fully aware of it. As I'm talking to you, as I'm sharing this with you, think about that feeling. Fear does not have to be, oh, I'm deadly afraid. It doesn't have to be that severe. But a fear really is something that makes us feel uncomfortable, unsure of ourselves. We don't know the results. So we're not comfortable. Again, it's a discomfort. We fear the results. We have some feeling of fear. And the others are based in fear, but they also begin with a thought. So when we look at fear of failure, fear of failure, nobody wants to fail, but our thoughts really determine whether or not we fail. Because if we go into a situation thinking, well, I don't want to do that because I don't know how to do it. I tried it once, it didn't work out. Oh, what if I fail? I don't know all the steps. All of these questions come to mind. But failure is part of learning. If you don't learn something from it, then it's a failure. But if you do learn something from that attempt that did not go well, so to speak, if you learn something from it, it's not a failure. If you don't learn something from it, if you quit, then you really stop that pressure that's needed to grow. You don't have to know all the steps. You just have to take the next best step. So until you decide that you quit, you have not failed. You might want to look at that attempt as a first attempt in learning something new. You might even discover something that you didn't know before that's better than what you anticipated. The next thief of our dream. So I would encourage you to be open, keep an open mind. Get supportive people around you if that's what you need, rather than calling it quits. Because who knows, you might just be at the precipice of success. So the next thief of our dream is fear of success. And you might ask yourself, well, why would I be afraid of being successful? Well, success brings challenges, right? And many times we say we want to be successful, but we're not really ready to get out of our comfort zone, because the fear of success might be engendered by the thought, well, if I do well, if I'm successful, then they're going to expect more of me, whoever they are, on the job, my family, whomever, the organization I belong to, whatever. But so there's a fear that more is going to be expected, more is going to be demanded of you. You might also fear success because you feel that your friends might make fun of you. Well, who are you? Who do you think you are? Mr. or Miss Big Shot. Well, you're going to have to evaluate who your quote unquote friends are. Because if that's the way they're thinking, or that's the way they're speaking to you because of your success, then they're not really friends. You have to decide, you have to determine what's your definition of success, because everyone does not have to have the same definition of success. Your success can be, well, I got up this morning and I felt good. That's a successful feeling. I felt good about what my day is going to be. Your success might be, well, yesterday I did X amount of work, or I completed the assignment, the task that I set for myself. That's success also. So compare yourself with with yourself, and that helps you to progress. How can I be better today than I was yesterday? And how can I be better tomorrow than I am today? Define your own success. Don't let other people determine what your success should be. Your journey is not their journey. Okay. Um, the other thief of your dreams is self doubt. Self doubt. Oftentimes we doubt ourselves because we've never done something before, or we may have done it and we might have been criticized. Sometimes we give more credence to other people's expectations of us, their way of defining us, than we do for ourselves. You have to create your own identity. You have to feel good about what you do. Find things that you have done well. We all have things that we've done well, and we're all on a journey to do better. So, self doubt again begins with your thinking. What are other people going to think of me? Well, I'm not going to do it perfectly. You don't have to do it perfectly. You just have to do it. You just have to start and make sure you're doing your best. So, again, ask yourself, what are some of the things that I've done that I've been successful? Try to buy some self confidence, because self doubt is based in lack of confidence. And we develop confidence by allowing ourselves to take risks, to do things, get out of our comfort zone. That's another thief of our dreams. Another one is self loathing. And self loathing goes from, it starts with self worth on the very positive side, to self loathing, which is, I hate myself. But you don't have to hate yourself to be practicing self-loathing. Self-loathing, there's several things in between that whole spectrum that I just described that is part of self-loathing. Self-loathing can be something you disapprove of yourself, about yourself, something you dislike about yourself. Some people can't look at themselves in the mirror because they don't like what they see. I don't like my nose. I don't like my mouth. Whatever it is, sometimes it's just a temporary thing. We step out of the shower and we look ourselves in the mirror and we say, ooh, I have a few extra bulges that I don't like. It's not that you hate yourself, but it's something that you disapprove of yourself. And many times, unfortunately, we let those things get in the way. Things about ourselves that we feel we don't measure up. And so we harp on those things. Again, it's that circular thinking. It drives our feelings, and then our feelings drive our actions. The actions we take, that might be negative or positive, or the actions that we don't take, which allows us to lose opportunities. And then another thief of our dreams is imposter syndrome. Many of us are very, very, very capable, but we keep comparing ourselves with others. Oh, I'm not as good as him. I'm not as good as she. If they knew how I really felt, this is their thinking now. If they really knew who I really am, they would reject me. They would see that I don't belong in this position that I occupy. Many people are working in positions, good positions, and they question whether or not they belong there. Is that you? Do you recognize any of these thieves so far in you? Find people to help you believe in yourself. Journal about things that you feel. Try to confront some of those feelings that you have. Look for ways in which you have uh, uh, developed confidence in a particular area. You know, all of these things begin with your thoughts. And the good news is, because they begin with your thoughts, because you created them, you can also dismantle them. You can dismantle them because you are the creator. Like I said at the beginning, your mind is a garden and your thoughts are the seeds, and you can grow flowers or you can grow weeds. So these thieves of your dreams are the weeds that we want you to get rid of. And the last thief that I'm going to describe to you or share with you is the fear of rejection. Nobody likes to be rejected. But we're all born with that basic fear. Babies don't like to be put down. They don't like to be ignored. That's why they cry. And when you pick them up, they're laughing and they're feeling good because they feel that embrace, they feel that acceptance. And unfortunately, in some of our life experiences, we might have had a rejection. We might have lost a job. We might have lost a relationship, someone that we really cared about. We might have been expelled from a group, you know, for whatever reason. So we don't like rejection. So many times we don't get involved or we question ourselves, we question our abilities because we feel that we're going to be rejected. So again, find a supportive community, find a coach, find someone that can help you arrest these dreams or arrest these thieves of your dreams. Not arrest the dreams. You want your dreams to continue. You want your dreams to flourish. You want your dreams to be attained. But these thieves of your dreams are costing you. So think about which ones of these, or have you had encounters with all of these? Anyone, because at any point in our life, several times a day maybe, we will encounter some of these thieves. We can encounter some of these thieves. So remember, there are procrastination, hesitation, fear of failure, fear of success, self-doubt, self-loathing, imposter syndrome, and fear of rejection. So how do you begin to arrest those thieves? By guarding your thoughts. Guarding your thoughts. Journaling is a great way to help you to begin to see on paper what it is that you're thinking and what is it that's driving your feelings. I am also certified as a neuroencoding specialist. And what that means is that I work with clients to help them default to their best behavior. When you go through some of the techniques that I share with my clients, it helps you to begin to rewire your thinking, rewire your brain to begin to think differently. Because as you think, so you feel, and as you feel, so you do, and as you do, you have a result. If you're going to have, but let me say this before, your subconscious is always at work, and I've said this before in previous messages. Your subconscious is always at work 24/7, and it will take in without question anything that you tell it. So if you have an advantage of knowing how the subconscious works. So tell it the positive things because it's not going to question it. Because why do you think your dreams are being stolen? Because you've been telling your subconscious, the negative things, and it believes it. And so you get that result. You're not moving. You're not going to where you want to go. You're not getting where you aspire to be. So if you're going to tell your subconscious anything, why not tell it the positive things? Tell it what you want, not what you don't want. Unfortunately, many times we spend more time convincing ourselves of what we don't want rather than what we do want. Program your brain. Reach out to me, drcherylburton.com. I'll be happy to offer you a complimentary confidential consultation to help you begin to identify those dreams, those thieves of your dreams, so that you can fulfill your dreams. So remember, guard your thoughts, Watch how you're feeling. Based on how you're feeling, try to go back and think, well, why am I feeling this way? What thoughts am I having? If they're good, fine, keep going. You'll have good results. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but at least you're on the right track. You have a process now. You understand how you function. But if you find that you're getting negative results, do the same thing. Well, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling so frustrated? How am I thinking? How am I programming my brain? How can I reprogram those thoughts? Reach out to me. Like I said, drcherylburton.com. That's my website. While you're there, you'll see many of the programs and services that I offer. If you feel this has been of value to you, please don't be selfish. Share it with someone who can also benefit from it. These messages are stored on my YouTube channel. Uh, Cheryl Burton, Thinking Tuesday, Cheryl Burton. I'm sorry. So go there and you can see the other messages that are stored with similar messages. All of my messages have to do with developing a positive mindset. If you also go to my website, there's a bonus brochure for you on how to cultivate a growth mindset. So I look forward to speaking with you again next month on Tuesday, Thinking Tuesday, so that we can continue to encourage you to think positively, to develop a positive mindset, because you are in the driver's seat. Your thoughts are in the driver's seat. So you might as well steer carefully and steer yourself out of those negative thoughts that can derail your dreams. So I look forward to seeing you. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next month again. Take care and bye for now.